Hello, and thank you for stopping by to learn more about NewspaperArchive.com. In this fifth video leading into our archive feature, I'll be talking about becoming an editor for an existing archive. We're going to start once again from our home page, just as in our other videos, and we're going to click the sign in button on the top right side of the page. Then we're going to enter our account details. Now we're going to be logged in and land back on the home page. We're going to click on Archives up here in the Navigation tab. And if you watched our first video in this series, you'll be familiar with where we're going right now. Here we are on the Archives page. We can browse, search, and I always suggest searching because it's much faster if you know or have a good idea of who you're or what you're looking for. I'm going to search for Dean Martin today, and remember the initial archive section here was populated from the Social Security Death Index, and over time as members add their own archives or claim these existing known archives, it will continue to grow and allow you to share your findings with the other members or family. The next page we're going to see here is the search result page for the available known archives. As of this moment, there are 77 different Dean Martin archives. Those would be the ones generated from the Social Security Death Index, and again, if I were to create my own Dean Martin archive, then it would be 78 in total counts. You can page the results that you have and click to view an archive if you see one that looks like it's the archive you're looking for. We'll go here to page 3 and so on, so you can see they're all numbered and go all the way through to 77. So I saw the first Dean Martin that I'm looking for is on page 1 here, born June 7th, 1917, and date of death was December 25th, 1995. That's the Dean Martin I'm looking for. Notice here it says the editor position is available. That means I can be the editor. This normally would be grayed out if someone else was already the editor, so you wouldn't have that green button option there to draw your attention to it. If somebody has already taken the editor, don't worry, you can still be a contributor, and of course you can follow all the updates on that archive. You can also see how many members are contributing right here where it says contributors. Currently there are none, and following this archive, again there are none, but as people grow or follow different archives, you can keep track of how many of each type are there. We also display the articles that are curated and articles that are waiting to be curated, which in this case is 521,930 articles. In case you're looking for curated articles for different people and not needing to actually edit them, you can see if there's anything to view and how much if you actually want to click into that person. Let's view the archive. As you can see, once I'm in an archive, I can click to become the editor for that profile. Think of the editor as someone who gets to not only contribute content but also police what others are contributing to that archive as well. And after all, the goal is to be a community of members helping each other and doing our best to ensure we are all sharing quality information. I see here there are 521,930 results, which are articles in the newspaper database to curate for this Dean Martin, and those are potential articles, and you can see them here under uncurated articles. Those are potential articles, so once I confirm they're a good article for this Dean Martin or clip them for this archive and tag them with this archive, they will appear in the curated article section, which is currently empty. That's also going to remove them from the uncurated pile of left to do work. And when members or visitors visit this Dean Martin archive, they'll be presented with all of the known and gathered information confirmed by members for a better source of information and an easier research tool. So it'll put it all in front of you right here. If you are viewing an archive and decide it's not someone you're interested in, or you were just checking out what articles existed for that person already, you can click the Back to Search Result button up here in the top right corner, or you can also click on the back button. Works just fine in your browser as well. On a side note, you will see this little piece right here that says Create a Family Tree. This is a feature that we are busy working on, but it is not quite ready yet, so we'll hear something a little bit more about that once that edition is ready to come off of our new release. So let's get back to the archive. I'll click Edit right underneath the profile picture because I'd like to claim this archive and begin curating it. I'll be prompted to confirm that yes, I'd like to become the editor of this archive. Absolutely. I'll click yes, and it takes me to my workbench. I have now just become the editor of my first archive. From here, I can sort through articles, get to search results, clip articles for Dean Martin, and edit his details. I can, for example, click Edit Details, and this will allow me to assign gender, correct names, and other data points. Because I do not want to edit any details at this time, I'm just going to go ahead and X out this window so I can get out of it. Here's a link next to Edit Details where you can also stop editing the person if you choose by clicking the link, and that archive will be removed from your workbench, but the work curated already for that archive remains. That's a good thing just in case you're exhausted with genealogy or that particular archive or whatever the case may be and you need a break for some time. You can leave and come back later and pick up where you left off, or you can also see what other people have contributed if you just remain as a follower on that archive as well. At the bottom of your archive listing, you're going to see these different counts for stats associated with it. You can see how many contributors there are. You can see how many articles have been confirmed. Images here is a section that is coming soon. We're going to allow you to upload pictures for the archive or for the profile or what have you. The clipping section is how many clippings have been completed for that archive, and of course the search results are how many results you have left to go through and confirm if they are or are not, or if you have to click data. So now all that's left is starting on the possible matches. What we can do is click on the search results in the far right box, and I will show you this section, but we will not get into it in this video because this is a whole other set by itself. You can see there's going to be a lot more to learn, and we can go through and view all these individual matches that we have listed. We can say yes, it's a match, no, it's not a match, and we'll be able to open those up and clip images as well, and all of that information is going to feed into the articles and the clippings that we do. Thank you for watching this video on becoming an editor of an existing archive. Check out our next video on creating a new archive, and stay tuned for more videos to come on becoming a contributor, follower, and other new tools that we're introducing.